Hello and welcome to Express News. In the next half an hour, we'll get you all the latest news and updates. My name is Abhishek Mahajan. We'll start with our top story. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the three-day Rising Rajasthan Global Investment Summit 2024 at Jaipur Exhibition and Convention Centre on Monday. PM also inaugurated the Rajasthan Global Business Expo, where over 5,000 business leaders, investors, delegates and participants attended the event. At the launch of the exhibition, PM Modi interacted with artisans and craftsmen in Jaipur. Upon his arrival, PM Modi was felicitated by Rajasthan Chief Minister Bhajan Lal Sharma at the Rising Rajasthan Global Investment Summit 2024. Addressing the gathering, PM Modi said that India has achieved success in every sector through the mantra of reform, perform and transform, and became world's fifth largest economy. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi also launched an investment scheme for women, the Bima Sakhi Yojana, in Panipat in North Indian state of Haryana. PM Modi also ceremonially distributed appointment certificates to prospective Bima Sakhis. This initiative is designed to empower women aged 18 to 70 years. PM Modi addressed the gathering and said that women power will become a huge base for developed India. During the ongoing winter session of the Parliament of India in the upper house, also called Rajya Sabha, Pankaj Chaudhary moved the Banking Laws Amendment Bill 2024 on behalf of Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman for consideration and passing. Lok Sabha, or the lower house, was adjourned multiple times amid heavy sloganeering by the opposition. Both houses were adjourned for the day to reconvene on Tuesday. The India Internet Governance Forum 2024, themed Innovating Internet Governance for India, is underway at Bharat Mandapam. The event brings together policymakers, industry leaders and experts to discuss the evolving landscape of internet governance in India. Experts at the forum engaged in panel discussions and workshops on topics such as data sovereignty, AI ethics and digital inclusion, with a focus on creating a resilient and inclusive digital economy. In a span of less than 2 months of its launch, enrollment for the Ayushman Vandana card has reached the milestone of 25 lakh. The card provides 5 lakh rupees free health cover to all Indian senior citizens above the age of 70. BJP MLA Rahul Narvekar has been elected as the Speaker of the Maharashtra Legislative Assembly on Monday. He will take charge of the State Assembly for a second consecutive term as the Speaker. The Noida International Airport, also known as Jewar Airport, conducted its first flight validation test on Monday. Commercial flights to start from the Jewar Airport from April 2025. SpiceJet Q400 aircraft operating from Delhi to Shillong was diverted to Patna when a windshield crack was observed. Passengers were deplaned normally. Over 40 schools in India's capital, Delhi, received bomb threats via email demanding a ransom of $30,000. Police said they found nothing suspicious. A bomb disposal squad defused an IED detected by security forces at Jammu and Kashmir's Srinagar-Baramulla National Highway on Monday. Investigations has been set into motion after the diffusion. 4 foreigners have been detained from a boat approximately 46 nautical miles off the Tamil Nadu coast. Sanjay Malhotra has been appointed as the new governor for the Reserve Bank of India. He will be the 26th governor of the RBI, succeeding Shaktikant Das, whose term is set to end on Tuesday. At close, India's indices Sensex sliced 200 points and settled at 81,500. India's indices Nifty dipped 58 points to 24,619. Indian rupee dropped 7 paise to close at 84.73 against the US dollar on Monday. Gold futures maturing on February 5 stood at Rs 76,950 per 10 grams on the multi-commodity index. Silver futures maturing on March 5 stood at Rs 93,000 per kg on the MCX. Most valuable cryptocurrency Bitcoin on Monday registered a 24-hour loss of 0.20% and stood at $99,498.34. Amid political turmoil, South Korean shares dropped almost 3% on Monday to close at their lowest level since November 2023. Crude oil prices slightly increased on Monday due to rising tensions in the Middle East. The Brent crude moved to 71.34 per barrel dollars. Thousands of Volkswagen workers walked out on Monday and vowed to strike at all the German plants. The conflict is between unions and management over the German car makers' drastic savings plans. German government bond yields fell on Monday after recording their first weekly rise on Friday. Germany's 10-year yield fell 2.5 basis points to 2.09%. India's External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar is in Bahrain and co-chaired the 4th India-Bahrain High Joint Commission with Foreign Minister of Bahrain Abdul Latif bin Rashid Al Zayani in Manama on Monday. Dr. Jaishankar delivered opening remarks at the commission. India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh is on a visit to Moscow where he attended the commissioning ceremony of Indian Navy's latest multi-role stealth-guided missile frigate INS Tushil. India's Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri, in a meeting with Bangladesh's Foreign Affairs Advisor Mohammad Touheed Hussain, emphasized that India desires a positive, constructive and mutually beneficial relationship with Bangladesh. Vikram Misri also met his Bangladeshi counterpart Jashimuddin at the State Guest House Padma in Dhaka on Monday. President Bashar al-Assad fled Syria as Islamist-led rebels swept into Damascus on Sunday. Assad and his family are in Moscow and have been granted asylum on humanitarian grounds. Residents shared in the streets as the rebel factions heralded the departure of Assad, saying that the city of Damascus is free. Syrian rebel commander Abu Muhammad al-Golani was greeted by cheering crowds. On Sunday, he entered Damascus' historic Umayyad Mosque. In a statement released on Monday, India's Ministry of External Affairs stated that India is monitoring the situation in Syria and the Indian Embassy in Damascus is in contact with the Indian community for their safety and security. UN Rights Chief Volker Turk has said that any political transition in Syria following President Assad ouster from power must include accountability for those responsible for crimes committed during his rule. US President Joe Biden on Sunday said deposed Syrian leader Bashar al-Assad should be held accountable, but called the nation's political unrest a historic opportunity for Syrians to rebuild their country. French President Emmanuel Macron met with US President-elect Donald Trump, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky at the reopening ceremony of Notre Dame in Paris. After talks with Trump, Zelensky said Kiev needed an enduring peace to protect it from Russia. Trump said he plans to take executive action to end birthright citizenship on the first day in office. Birthright citizenship is conferred on anyone who is born in the US irrespective of the parents' immigration status. South Korea's President Yoon Suk Yeol has been banned from travelling abroad by the country's official corruption investigation office, making him the first sitting South Korean president to be banned from leaving the country. South Korea's President Yoon Suk Yeol survived an impeachment vote over his brief declaration of martial law, but his party say they will seek his resignation. Hundreds of doctors in South Korea staged a rally near the Seoul University Hospital, calling on President Yoon Suk Yeol to step down. Taiwan's Coast Guard on Monday released video showing 7 Chinese Coast Guard ships carrying out grey zone harassment against Taiwan. The ships were identified as Chinese Coast Guard vessels 2901 and 1301. The Ukrainian Air Force said on Monday that in an overnight strike, Russia launched 2 Kh-5969 cruise missiles and 37 drones. Ukraine downed both missiles and 18 out of 37 drones. The Romanian Constitutional Court annulled the results of the first round of the presidential election led by anti-NATO, pro-Russian independent candidate Calin Georgescu. The government must now schedule a new election date. In Georgia, thousands of pro-Europe protesters rally against the government's decision to shelve European Union accession talks, marking the 11th consecutive day of the demonstrations amid a post-election crisis. Dutch authorities on Sunday said they believed an explosion and inferno that caused an apartment block to collapse, killing at least 5 people, was a criminal act. All right, we are slipping into a very short break. On the other side, more stories. Keep watching Express News. Welcome back. You're watching Express News. Some more stories. Cold waves brought heavy snowfall in several mountainous regions in East China's Anhui province and southwest Sichuan province. European Union's Copernicus Climate Change Service has confirmed that the year 2024 will rank as the world's warmest since records began. Scientists of Copernicus Climate Change Service predicted that near record average global temperatures will continue into the first months of 2025. Most of the high mountainous districts in Nepal have witnessed first snowfall of the season. As of Monday, snow measuring 3 inches has been piled up in Simikot. Farmers of Nepal's highlands were euphoric even with late snowfall this time, as expected to better results to their crop yields. The air quality index touched a peak of 305 in Bangladesh's capital Dhaka on Monday. It marked under the hazardous category and posing a grave health threat. The air quality in India's capital Delhi remained in the poor category, with thin layer of smog covering parts of the metropolitan city and limiting visibility. Several areas in Delhi National Capital Region received rains on Sunday. The Indian Met Department has predicted cold wave with drop in temperature in Delhi NCR. Major drop in mercury recorded in Kashmir Valley after the fresh snowfall on Sunday. Heavy snowfall in Jammu and Kashmir also disturbed the traffic system. Shimla received fresh snowfall as mercury dips with onset of winter. The Met Department issued a yellow warning at isolated places in Himachal Pradesh. A volcano in central Philippines erupted for a second time this year, prompting emergency evacuations after it spewed a huge column of ash into the sky. Newly restored Notre Dame Cathedral held its first Mass on Sunday. The Archbishop led prayers and consecrated a new altar which replaced the old one that was destroyed 5 years ago. After the Mass, a buffet was held for disadvantaged people. The cathedral will open fully to visitors on December 16 via an online reservation system. In China, a giant panda captured by infrared camera at Panda National Parks in Sichuan province. The footage showed as panda leaned on a tree and shrugged snow off its furry body. The giant panda national park spans 22,000 square kilometers and stretches across 3 provinces: Sichuan, Shanxi and Gansu. Chinese researchers have developed a biodegradable foam that is capable of removing 99.8% of microplastics in water that adversely affect health. Small plastic particles in water have become one of the most concerning consumer pollutants due to their pervasive presence in water sources. Residents of Guatemala City kicked off the Christmas season on Saturday by celebrating a centuries-old Christian tradition known as the burning of the devil. Every year on December 7, Guatemalans build bonfires to burn effigies of the devil as well as household junk in a symbol of purification. Tourists from across Mexico are drawn to the Tlalpujahua town to purchase beautiful traditional glass-blown ornaments. Since 1960, town is leading in handcrafted ornaments. US President Joe Biden hosted Kennedy Center honorees at the White House on Sunday. Celebrities, cultural icons and a few surprise guests took part in the event. The John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts selected the 47th honorees for lifetime artistic achievements. The Kennedy Center honored Harlem's famed Apollo Theatre. Hundreds of inline skaters from around the globe participated on Sunday in the 4th edition of the Havana Skate Marathon. The world's best skaters made a 42-kilometer run along the iconic Malecon Promenade and avenues of the historic center of the Cuban capital. People participated in a fight of the flaming brooms to mark the annual Escobazos festival in Spain. The fiery festival, celebrated on the eve of Catholic feast known as Solemnity of Immaculate Conception. India's Kaziranga forest in Assam has started wrapping elephants' claves in blankets to protect vulnerable wildlife from the chilling winter. Rappers Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs were named in a new civil lawsuit for sexually assaulting and raping a 13-year-old girl in 2000. Disney's animated adventure Moana 2 remains the de facto choice of the moviegoers for the second week. Moana has grossed $600 million globally. Amazon Prime Video released the teaser of The Wheel of the Time Season 3. The series will return to television on March 13 next year. Taylor Swift took the stage in the Canada's Vancouver on Sunday for the final show of her record-breaking Eras tour. American actress Jessica Chastain was honored at the 38th Annual American Cinema SEC Awards at the Beverly Hilton. Allu Arjun's Pushpa 2 continues its glorious run at the global box office with record 754 crore rupees opening. Nadia Dwala Entertainment has unveiled a new poster of Baghi 4. The fourth installment will hit the floor on 5th September 2025. Bollywood star Ranbir Kapoor and American actress Olivia Wilde walked the red carpet on Day 5 of the Red Sea International Film Festival, Jeddah in Saudi Arabia. Indian movie Maharaja has collected a total of 20 crore rupees in China. China's Ding Liren defeated Indian teenage challenger D. Gukesh in Game 12 of the World Chess Championship on Monday. Ding Liren hit back with victory right after losing the previous game to Gukesh. With 2 more games left in the World Championship, the scores are tied at 6-6. India's Sports Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandavia felicitated the Indian team on Monday after their successful return from Kuala Lumpur following a 55-medal haul at the 10th Asia Pacific Deaf Games. Praising all the athletes for their excellent performance, Dr. Mandavia wished them the best for their future and assured that no stone will be left unturned for their convenience and arrangements for training. South Africa moved a step closer to the World Test Championship final with a 109-run victory over Sri Lanka in the second Test match on Monday. Indian pacer Mohammad Siraj has been fined 20% of his match fee, while Australian batter Travis Head has been reprimanded following their altercation during the second Test between Australia and India in Adelaide on Monday. Australian pacer Josh Hazlewood tests his fitness with 2 full bowling spells at Adelaide Oval. The outcome will determine his participation in upcoming third test against India. Reports say Indian pacer Mohammad Shami could join India's squad before first test in Melbourne. Rohit Sharma has said that duo is very much open for Shami. The Indian junior women's hockey team will take on Malaysia in the second match of the Women's Asia Cup tournament on Monday. Saudi Arabia's bid to host the 2034 World Cup is expected to be ratified at a FIFA Extraordinary Congress on Wednesday. Cole Palmer scored twice from the penalty spot as Chelsea beat Tottenham Hotspur 4-3 away in a London derby in Premier League 2024-25. Arsenal held to a 1-1 draw by London rival Fulham on Sunday at Craven Cottage in Premier League 2024-25. Former Manchester United and Portugal winger Nani announced his retirement from professional football at the age of 38. Copa Libertadores champion Botafogo beat Sao Paulo 2-1 to win its first Brazilian league title since 1995. Lewis Hamilton ended his glorious 12-year spell at Mercedes with cheers and tears on Sunday after finishing a rousing 4th from starting 16th in the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Well, that's all we have in this edition of Express News. You stay tuned for more news and updates. Namaskar.